Showtime, freaks!
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by Garage Door Commander. Fueled by a hell of a lot of PBR and produced by TJ Michaels Creative. Narrated by Jamie Dennis. Graphics by Sven. Dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2023, all rights reserved.
Seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You ever notice how men are portrayed in movies and TV shows? Tired of seeing men portrayed as dopey Homer Simpson clones? Tired of the attack on men? Tired of the woke labeling everything as toxic agenda? Tired of the wussification of the American male? Well, then you're in the right place. Look, we love and respect women around here, but the truth is, we're wired differently than the female species. And if there could be a place where the chicks can get together on TV every day, like that awful program The View, we figured there should be a place where guys can be guys, and we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So get ready. This is a celebration of man. Because after all, who built the Empire State Building? Who built a rocket and landed on the moon? Who created the very computer algorithm that allows you to find this show?
That was created by Ada Lovelace, a woman.
Okay, great. Credit where it's due. But I think we can all agree the algorithm sucks. Who created the automobile? The Egyptian pyramids? Who stormed the beaches of Normandy? We don't talk about feelings here. We will question the validity of your man card. We're not politically correct, and we'll stand up and fight back against a culture that's determined to transform us into a bunch of neutered pansies. This is your weekly dose of toxic masculinity, a show created by men for men. This is the Alpha Men Podcast. And now, two men who don't own a pair of skinny jeans between them, TJ Michaels and John Stacy.
Here we go.
Really?
We go.
Really? Hey, you sick, twisted freaks. Welcome to the Alpha Men Podcast. Episode, 21? Is that what this is?
Yeah, 21.
21. Show where we dissect life's roughest challenges with the finesse of a ninja riding a unicycle. All right. I am TJ Michaels in the granite capital of the world, Barrie, Vermont. Baby Huey right there. That's John Stacy in Trinity, North Carolina. And, well, enough about us, though. Tonight we've got a show that is hotter than a jalapeno wearing a leather jacket. We're talking about manly stuff that makes you want to do that Tim Allen, right? That kind of stuff. And useful things like how to survive a rom-com marathon with your wife and maintain your dignity all at the same time. Those are the kind of things we talk about before we dive into this testosterone-infused wisdom tonight. Let's take a quick pause for kind of a public service announcement. Grab a notepad, carve a reminder in your arm, whatever. I don't care. Just listen up. It's crucial.
A little graphic, but I guess so.
I'm just saying. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button like it owes you money, all right? Because you want a front row seat to the show tonight, and we want you to come back. Don't stop there. Smash the like button, comment, like you've got the wittiest come back in the room because we know you're all trolls too. And you know what? We're looking for those comments tonight. And share this podcast faster than a cat meme at 3 a.m. because we really are building an alpha community here, and you're the VIP, so act like it, okay? All right. And by the way, head on over to the alphamenpodcast.com. One-stop shop for alpha excellence and a secret handshake tutorial. Okay, that's not really there, but if you're feeling like fashion, huh?
What have you been drinking? What have you been drinking?
I haven't been drinking anything yet. If you're feeling like a fashionista, the Alpha Men store is there. All right, we've got all kinds of stuff there. So it's all kinds of gear that says I listen to podcasts about manly things while bench pressing grizzly bears. That's really what the store is all about. Trust me, it's a look. Take a look at it. All right, so buckle up. Here we go. Let's get started with episode 21 tonight, and we start with our man of the week.
Here we go.
I swear to you right now, if you're going to do the here we go Dak Prescott thing all night long, I'm going to jerk the wheel into a bridge abutment. Okay? That's all there is to it. Okay?
Yeah. Here we go.
I'm going to kill him. I swear I'm going to kill him.
It's going to be a long show for you, buddy.
Man of the week this week is Gary Sinise. Yes, the actor, Gary Sinise. Lieutenant Dan. Right?
Yeah.
Gary Sinise Foundation recently hosted a special 5-day Snowball Express event at Disney World for more than 1,800 children and spouses of fallen military heroes. The event, held each December, aims to support grieving families during the challenging holiday season. Over the course of the 5 days, the deserving families were given opportunities to make new memories, experience the magic of Disney World, connect with each other. And it all happened due to the humanitarian efforts of actor Gary Sinise. And I don't know if you know this, John, but this is a guy who's never really out there looking for publicity. He does all kinds of stuff. This guy
does a huge support for the veterans.
There's no question why Forrest Gump liked Lieutenant Dan so much. That's all there is to it. But I think we have a clip as they were getting ready to depart LAX and head for Disney World with Gary Sinise.
Families. Yep.
A lot of families have sacrificed, in service to our country, and for me to be able to go out there and wrap my arms around them and tell them that we don't forget and that we appreciate them, that means a lot. And I'm blessed to be able to do it.
Okay. During the event, a remembrance garden with hundreds of American flags was set up in honor of the sacrifices of the fallen heroes. Families took part in a walk of gratitude at Magic Kingdom Park, where they were greeted by Disney cast members, children of fallen military heroes. Also got a chance to write messages to their lost loved ones on a scroll and rung bells to send messages. So the event included a concert by... Oh, my Lord. Are you kidding me?
I just saw the cat.
Get out of here.
I saw the tail go.
The event included a concert by Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan Band in Epcot.
Oh, nice.
The Forrest Gump actor reflected on the importance of the event, calling it an honor to support families, saying, "I'm so glad we're able to bring these deserving families together to create new and wonderful memories at the most magical place on earth, Disney World." And for that,
the Gary Sinise Foundation, he does a tremendous amount of stuff for veterans, though.
Yeah, he does. He does.
His outreach is crazy. I love it.
This is Coda.
Hi, Coda.
And Coda is not going to leave us alone tonight. I tried to put Coda in the other room, and Coda got out. So
she's famous in episode 19.
He is famous in 19. He is a great big fat cat. He's my daughter's, and he's going to go away. Go away.
Mm-hmm. She'll be back. He'll be back.
That is our man of the week this week, Gary Sinise. Great work on the Alpha Men podcast.
Awesome, man.
All right, here we go. Oh my lord, you are not. Are you kidding me? You have a
Colt
death wish or
45.
something tonight?
I told you. That was a surprise. You can't even see the 45.
Oh my
It's right
god,
there.
it's even in the 40. It's even in the
Oh, yeah.
40-ounce bottle.
She's solid
That is
there.
like my freshman year of high school right there. That's I
Oh,
mean, I was
I
drinking
heard what tastes like.
Coca-Cola. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh,
Wow. Oh,
reminds
that's
me of
going to be
freshman
bad.
year.
That's got to be bad. It was bad. Listen, it was bad when we were underage and it was the only thing we could buy or get. It's got to be bad. It's got to be bad. You're doing Colt 45. I am doing an IPA from the Dogfish Head Brewing Company, which is
Dogfish.
wholly
Yep.
owned by the Boston Beer Company, which makes Sam Adams and Twisted Tea. And the cat just jumped up on my table again.
Is it Dogfish? It used to be a local
Uh,
thing.
no, it's not. It's made in Milton, Delaware,
Oh, I always thought it was from out here.
Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't know. It is owned by Boston Beer. So this is Dogfish Head 90-minute Imperial IPA. And you go ahead and you already cracked yours, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it over to a little, a little memorial for not memorial, but a cheers to Dexter. Those that heard
Okay.
Dexter,
Yeah.
he was my best friend for 23 years. Took his life 2013, June 25th, 2013. Yeah. Today's his birthday, so I figured we'd drink with him today.
Absolutely.
He wouldn't drink that crap you're drinking. He would drink this. But we'll find out.
If it's cheap, he would have drank it.
Ugh. Whiskey was our thing, but we'll drink.
Yeah.
This is $1.18, by the way.
$1.18 for a 40?
Yep. Oh,
that is awesome.
I should have got a paper bag for this thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
5.6 volume alcohol, 40-ounce liter. Classic American lager since 1963. It's old as my dad. Scale 1 to 5. 2 after the 40's gone.
You're more charitable than I would be. You really are.
It's like a -2 right now, but once I drink this, it'll be like a 2.
Yeah, that's only because you'd be blasted. It's really not that bad.
I need to wash that down.
All righty, Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. This is 9% per volume ABV, and it says continually hopped throughout the entire boil and balanced by a powerful malt backbone for a pungent, not crushing hop flavor. And you know how I am about hoppy beers and cats that won't leave me alone. But this promises hops, but without that overkill thing, which I don't like.
But what's the 90 minute? This is how it's made?
Yeah, it is. It's a 90-minute boil.
Okay.
So it definitely is an IPA. And you can taste the hops, but it is not overpowering. It's not quite as smooth as I would like it to be, but it's not horrible,
Colt 45 and zigzags.
Put
the cap back on us for a little bit.
I don't know that I would go out looking for this, but it's it's not the worst beer I've ever had.
Next.
Out of 5, I give it a 2.5. All right, Dogfish Head, 90-minute.
2.5.
2.5. It's kind of in the middle. It's not horrible and it's not great.
I mean, I could wash it down with Jack, but do I really want to crack this $300 bottle of Eric Church?
No, I don't think you do.
I don't either.
I would hope that you would save that for.
I'm saving it for Christmas for Peak and I.
Yeah. There you go.
Peak, by the way, that's our drink.
There you go. Beers on tap tonight. 90-minute Imperial IPA from Dogfish Head Brewing Company, and 45. Almighty. There you have it. We scored them 2 and 2.5, and that's tap tonight on the Alphabet Podcast.
Hold on. William says Dogfish was a staple craft company, but mostly 60 minutes over the 90.
Yeah, I've had the 60-minute. I do like the 60-minute better than the 90-minute. I really do.
And Clyde has a question for you.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here comes the troll. Here it comes. I got the cat rubbing his furry a-hole all over me. And I got Sea-Lad. How does the 5th seed feel this week? We will get into that. We have a whole segment on that tonight. Just keep your britches on, Sea-Lad.
Wait.
We'll get there.
What's the 5th seed?
Huh?
What's the 5th seed?
Don't worry about it.
How'd you get there?
It's not gonna. We'll get there. We'll get how we got there a little bit later on. All right. Okay. That's Beers on Tap this week on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Recipe Dex.
This week's signs of the coming apocalypse, because you know we're all doomed. I'm so fat. I've had it with that cat. I really have.
You go lock the cat out if you have to. We can wait for you.
I'm gonna. I was just about to say I just scooted him pretty hard, and I was gonna give him another shot to stay away, and well, he just jumped up on the thing. Tell you what, you brag about your stupid Cowboys for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. So my Cowboys is the cat's ass and his ass. All right, listen. There ain't many people in here now, but when he comes back, no, wait till the segment where we're in the sports segment, bashing each other back and forth. We have a whole segment called Trash Talk. Y'all just need to dump every stat you can think of about shitting on the Eagles. So he won't know. Just we got to bombard him because he's gonna talk me out. He always does. So I don't have patience to listen. Fight back. But every time he talks about his Eagles, I'm gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up," because this is my time. I listen to that abuse all year long. Colt 45 zigzag. So what's comments here? How about smacking William? Hang on to this information. Hang on to those. Haley, nobody likes your comments. Okay, we don't appreciate those kind of comments. Not bad as you guys choked the last 2 weeks, but I'm not gonna share these comments yet. I'm gonna wait until we have the trash talker. Here she is. Here we go.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I really am.
All right,
you got it out of your system?
We'll get a fresh start for you. Hold on.
Okay.
That's all you get. Go.
All right. Oh. All righty. Sorry, I had to wrestle with the door. And the cat.
Get your gut through the door?
No. All righty. This week's signs of the coming apocalypse, because we're all doomed. We start with a display in the Iowa State House that is being brought to you by the Satanic Temple. The holiday display features a ram's head covered with mirrors on a mannequin in red clothing. And what's the point of the exhibit? Well, Lucian Greaves, the co-founder of the Satanic Temple, he looks stable, doesn't he?
I'm looking at his eyes.
He says the holiday display features the ram, and it's nothing more of a symbol of their right to religious freedom.
Jesus.
Yeah, that guy's
I just
creepy. All
I
right.
had to bring it bigger to
That
see
looks like somebody you would. He looks like a villain on The Walking Dead, doesn't he?
it. Yes, he
I
does.
mean, looks like somebody, right? Says we're really going to relish the opportunity to be represented in a public forum. We don't have a church on every street corner, Grief says. Now, what a lot of people don't understand about the Satanic Temple is these people don't really believe in the devil. They don't believe in the devil or any of that stuff. Okay, they they're just anti-religion. Okay, so
How did it look? It looked as pretty as the Eagles went wrestling the goal line.
all right, we can't do that the whole show. We just can't.
We are.
No, we can't. Okay. Not everyone is taking the show craze in stride. Shelley Flockhart from the Dallas Center says there are evil satanic forces that are trying to infiltrate our state, adding she's organized a prayer group around the Rotunda's Christmas tree as a way to oppose the display. Look, they don't believe in the satanic thing. They just want to be pains in the asses.
Yeah.
And by
Trying
giving
to
them attention.
look at me, my 15 minutes a day.
Yeah, they don't, they don't
Yeah.
believe in the devil. They don't, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with, well, you guys are shoving all this Christian theology down our throats every holiday, and we want to, that's what they're doing. So,
I see it. Stupid, but I see it.
Next, as seen on TV, British television anchor, seemingly unprepared to report the news as she was caught flipping the middle finger in the live camera
nice.
in the viral clip last Wednesday. And if you see the video there, that is BBC host Mariam Moshiri, one of the network's chief presenters, showing off her third digit to the world as she was about to present the noontime news. As traditional BBC countdown descended to 0, the screen transitioned to her with her head tilted, eyes wide open, bearing a large smirk and displaying an unmistakable gesture. It was only a matter of milliseconds before she realized what had happened, and she quickly composed herself and began her segment with, "Live from London, this is BBC News."
Live from Alpha Man Podcast. This is John and TJ.
She says she was only joking around with the team behind the camera, and it was meant to be a private joke. It always is. And wasn't intending any harm. So, nonetheless.
All I could taste is that Colt 45.
By the way, one commentator has even decided to grade her performance, giving the journalist an 8.5 out of 10 for her improper behavior, saying, centering, very good finger length, approximate straightness, and level, also very good facial expression, bonus. So apparently she's not in too big a trouble for the whole thing. And lastly, there better be some swanky groceries in there. High-end fashion house, Bottega Veneta, is featuring a raw paper leather top-handled bag. There you see it.
Okay.
Looks like what? Looks like
a
a paper grocery
paper bag.
right?
Yeah.
It sells for $2,500.
Shit. What? Why? Was it like edible gold or what?
And Kim Kardashian arrived at the the fashion show in Los Angeles, carrying one of them.
Is it really just a paper bag?
It is a raw paper, leather topped handled bag, and it's $2,500.
What's the difference between? Is there cooked paper?
Nope. It is.
What's raw paper?
It's a Bottega Veneta. It's a Bottega Veneta.
I have no clue what that is.
I know, because you're wearing a Cowboys jersey and a Cowboys hat and drinking Colt 45.
Hey, drinking Colt 45 makes me 10 times as many of your IPA crap.
No, but I'm just saying, I don't expect you to know what it is, because it's something that Kim Kardashian carries
I don't
around.
understand what raw paper is, though.
It's paper with a leather top.
Must have one ugly date to need a paper bag costs that much.
Absolutely.
Holy crap.
Who was that?
That was
Let's see, lad. He wins tonight.
That's good.
And he wins.
You said there's one more story.
Yeah.
Okay. You said final, so I was like, uh-oh.
Well, we have one more. The UK's Ministry of Defense has removed a naval projectile from the lawn of a couple who had been displaying it as a garden ornament for years.
Oh, God.
The bomb, which Sion and Jeffrey Edwards, both 77, thought was a dummy bomb with no charge, is thought to date back to the late 19th century, and there you see it in their garden. It looks like a football, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I really, honestly, I thought it was some kind of like...
Sion says she used to bang a gardening tool against it to remove dirt that had settled on the ornament. However, last week, a cop told them... Oh,
Lord.
wow.
Yeah.
A cop told them
tip.
he had spotted the bomb and would need to alert authorities. Tests proved the bomb was live, but fortunately, it only had a tiny amount of charge to it. It was then taken to a quarry where it was covered with 5 tons of sand and then detonated. But yeah,
I'm confused, Vader. No,
wow.
I'm fried.
Yeah,
Let's figure that out.
that is this week's signs of the coming apocalypse on the Alpha Men podcast.
Of the Alpha Men podcast is proudly presented by Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat their customers, like family. Check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook and become part of the Ohana family. Awesome card breaks from football, baseball, basketball, and so much more. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. That's OHANA Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards.
John's manly meme of the week.
I saw this earlier. Was it yesterday? And it was funny because Peek and I went shopping. And I was like, why is it? Oh, it's Food Line last night. I was like, why is it so freaking busy? It's like 7 o'clock, whatever, 6 o'clock. He was like, the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier in the week, I went to Walmart. Same way. It was slammed. Like during the day. I'm like, what in the hell? So I get up early this morning and went to Walmart at 7:30. There was like 5 people there. Time I left at like 8:30, there was like 300 people in there. I'm like, what the hell?
It's that time of year, man.
Hey, Easton.
You have a mall in your area. You grew up here. You know that we have the Berlin Mall here.
Yep.
The parking lot is never full. It's full now. They're like parking at the hospital, and I mean it's crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. But
so the meme says how I feel when shopping at Walmart right before a major holiday, and then the second part of the meme says how I feel after I said shopping trip is over, and it's Rocky getting his ass kicked in the first picture, and the second picture he's holding the title.
There you go. There you go.
I figured, Rocky, Philadelphia. This is the only time your champion's been real.
Man, it is gonna be real.
Tales from the old couch.
I hit the button. Sorry. You were saying something?
All right. Just on the other side of the camera is an old couch that used to be in our living room downstairs. My wife wanted me to send it to the curb years ago, and I just couldn't. I like to sit on it and think. And this week I'm thinking about a cultural shift that either is about to happen or has happened. And listen, liberal, progressive, conservative, independent, they say politics is a pendulum. It swings back and forth. One ideology gets into power, that pendulum swings one way. That ideology will always push too far, and the pendulum will begin to swing back the other way. And that pendulum is about to swing wildly to the right. And the evidence of this wild shift this week comes from an unlikely place. A goofball comedy from the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's website, called Lady Ballers. All right? A movie
I've heard of it.
they describe as the most triggering movie of the year. And it's painfully and hysterically obvious that that's the truth. Let's take a look at the trailer.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed, the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you know how he identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
join them.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So, a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes. Coach? Alex, we could play basketball.
We'd have to get the whole team back together.
It's time
We're in. I'm in. I'm in.
to play
Lady Balders. Man up.
like a girl.
Guess what? I'm with her. I'm in my truth. This is my truth.
From heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
to sheroes.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix. It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches. Excuse me. Are these seats open? Never mind.
Getting dunks. and tucking trunks.
No, she didn't. That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady.
I don't care.
Lady Ballers.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
So there you go. And here's the deal. All one needs to do is read the reviews from the Hollywood mouthpieces about how awful and damaging this movie is, and then juxtapose that with the 95% favorability rating on Rotten Tomatoes. 95%.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Now, look, is Lady Baller's Academy Award stuff? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it is.
In fact, you can imagine most of the people in that movie are not actors that you recognize because none of the actors would do the movie because Ben Shapiro was behind it. Okay.
Yeah.
But the story begins with a once winning high school football coach who's dealing with a totally apathetic team and is more interested in looking at their smartphones than actually winning a game. He's separated from his wife and he then becomes jobless. He's demoralized. He seeks new employment at a drag waitress club and ends up bumping into one of his athletes on his winning team that won the state high school championship 15 years prior. Okay. So that's the setup for the whole thing. They inadvertently enter the guy that won the basketball championship. They enter him into a women's sporting event, and he obviously wins in a landslide. And then this female journalist witnesses the event, sees an opportunity for her parlaying this into a huge story to make a name for herself. and she seduces the coach, which sets into motion the rounding of the rest of the winning team, rounding them up, and ultimately becoming the Lady Ballers women's basketball team. And so look, you look at that trailer. When's the last time you saw a trailer like that? Lady Ballers.
I think something like even similar to that would be like Adam Sandler's trailers.
Well, I'll tell you, it's got definite dodgeball vibes to it.
Yes,
Okay?
dodgeball.
All right,
Yeah.
and Lady Ballers is bringing comedy back to movies. This is a kind of a movie that we really haven't seen since the '90s.
Yeah,
One that
I agree.
pokes at the insanity of a cultural issue and doesn't worry about whether it's politically correct. Doesn't virtue signal to the loony left. It doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at Hollywood and Disney and all of these other, there really is a monopoly from the left on our culture. And the Daily Wire kind of went, hey, there's a market for these movies. Nobody's making them. Lady Ballers is a movie that Hollywood refused to make. And while we see Disney worried about cultural appropriation and what color the Little Mermaid is, and Snow White can't have dwarfs because it's not PC, and avoiding any joke that even is remotely funny, the Daily Wire has figured out that after watching Disney ruin the classics and watch them this past year lose billions of dollars on flop after flop, that there's a market for these comedies. Comedies we always thought were funny, but no one makes anymore. And look, comedy in nature is supposed to poke fun of the ridiculous. And what could be more ridiculous to anyone with even half a brain than the force-fed cultural norm of men and women's sports? Right? So it really is like Dodgeball or a Ben Stiller comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the movies we all thought were great until the woke era befell us, right?
I'm glad he's doing
just
this
as
movie.
an example, in 2003, okay,
Yeah.
comedies were 21% of the new film releases. All right.
Wow.
By 2020, that number was down to 3.8%.
Wicked.
Okay. And most of those movies were woke comedies. And what are woke comedies? They're unfunny comedies. Okay. So the Daily Wire is onto something here. And we're here for it.
I hope it succeeds. I mean, you see what Josh wrote there?
What's that?
People are craving real entertainment. Oh, I can't see now. That isn't held back. Hollywood doesn't want to do that, which is opening doors for others. So
yeah, essentially. And I want to see more comedies like this.
Yeah.
Of course, all you got to do is do a Google search on YouTube or anything else, and just type in Lady Ballers review, and you will see all of these people.
But 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, that's impressive.
Just talking about how awful and horrible it is. And honestly, the movie, I watched it last night, goes out of its way to
She's never going to give up.
And it does a lot of things regarding the issue that it didn't have to do, but offers it a different answer than the woke's answer to everything.
Yeah, just by the clip, I thought it was pretty impressive. So, hey.
Yeah, and when you consider that all these guys in this movie aren't the creme de la creme of actors, and it's still really, really good. And why aren't they the creme de la creme? Well, because no one in Hollywood would do the movie because of the subject matter.
They don't want to be blacklisted or whatever.
Right. Exactly.
So what would you give it on a scale of 10? I haven't seen it, so.
I'd give it an 8. It was funny. Wow. It was funny. It was refreshing. Some of the acting was, you could tell, there's a lot of cameos in the movie. Senator Ted Cruz is in the movie.
Yeah, I saw that in there.
A lot of the personalities that are on the Daily Wire podcasts are in the movie. But I thought the movie was great, and I thought while watching it, the whole time I was watching it, I was thinking,
cool,
man, we don't see movies like this anymore. We really, really don't. So, if you get a chance to check it out, it is Lady Ballers from the Daily Wire. And that's Tales from the Old Couch tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Head to court.
Case, you deliver the verdict. This is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes honorable TJ Michaels presiding.
Alrighty. If you have a problem and you can't solve it, and you need the help of the Freak Jury and Man Court, tell us about it. Send us your Man Court submissions online at alphamenpodcast.com, or you can send it through one of our 4,000 social media sites, because we have them all. Tonight, our plaintiff is Dawn from New Athens, Illinois, and it is docket number 231212, the case of the Christmas light fight. And Don writes, "Hey guys, my name is Don. I think I need to get a little Man Court advice. Here's the deal. My neighbors have once again gone over the top with their holiday lights. Every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and attracts more crowds and more crowds on the weekends. The light from their house reflects right into my kids' room. It keeps them up all night. The wife and I put up blinds, but it still seems to bother them. My wife is asking me to go over there and ask them to tone it down so my kids can get some sleep, but I think it's going to cause more problems than it's worth. So what can I do? What's the right way to handle this situation? I was going to ask if they could turn the lights off by 11. Do you think that's reasonable? Signed, Don, New Athens, Illinois." So that is the case tonight. And, what is that? Margot and Todd from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I don't know, Margot.
Yeah, people get out of hand with the Christmas lights. And, look, here's the deal. The season of twinkling lights. Don, it sounds like it's the season of sleepless nights for you and the family, and it seems like the neighbors have all of a sudden attracted not just Santa, but the entire North Pole to their doorstep. I can you almost picture the kids putting on sunglasses at bedtime? You know what I mean? Like,
but
what the hell?
It's Christmas. I mean,
I get it.
I'm not the most Christmas type person, but tomorrow I'm going to go out and set up the whole decorations for the front yard. I have a pretty expensive setup that I've accumulated, but the kids love it, so that's why I do it. Right. So I mean, they have to deal with it. Christmas is what, 12, 13, 14 days away?
It's the 25th every year.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
There you go. I put Margot in there. I don't know Margot.
I don't know Todd. I don't know Margot. Donna, yeah, go ahead.
Let it be. I mean, you could ask, hey, listen, can you unplug maybe that side of the house? Like some of them on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously if it's across the street, then you're screwed. Because if that's the damn house in that picture, holy crap, I don't have that kind of setup. That's impressive.
But. Well, here's the thing. Asking them to tone it down may lead to kind of a cattail in my camera frame. Dazzling dispute. It's your kids. Kids aren't sleeping. Okay. Perhaps.
Let's go to think.
She thinks the Eagles are awesome, and that's why she's rubbing all over my jersey. He, by the way.
I keep forgetting. Yeah. You see Clad's comment?
What's your thoughts on someone putting that many lights on a truck or a car? If it's in a parade, I don't have any problem with it. If it's just driving around, I got a problem with it.
What's the problem?
Really? What's the problem?
Yeah.
I got enough with the high beams, with the freaking what is it? The high beam LED, whatever they are.
That's pretty much every car now. Yeah.
I don't really think you're legal driving down the road like that.
I'm thinking about doing it to the truck.
You would.
Pete and I were talking about it.
But
that cat is like Groundhog Day. It just loops around. It's a race.
I'm gonna have to go get rid of him again.
Don't kill it.
I'm not gonna kill him. It's my daughter's cat. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna have to put him in. He keeps getting out of the room.
Just let her be. She's fine.
Huh?
She's fine.
Well, I can't concentrate.
Well, you got to get better education.
You stall. I'll be back. Come here. We're going for a walk.
Thank God the TJ Michaels thing was black because his ass crack came out of that. We're going for a walk. What's that? Walking the mile. Walking the mile. Yeah, I agree. Wallpaper. See what he says when he gets back from that one.
Okay. All right.
Walk.
Yeah. Kids aren't sleeping. It's holidays. Even though it's the holidays, the kids still need to sleep, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter that it's the holidays. Okay, I'm all for the light thing. I don't care. I don't really care, but kids got to sleep.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I see that point of view. Being a dad, I agree.
So, yeah, maybe 11 o'clock, you ask them if they could tone it down a little bit, although that's pretty late for the kids.
I think asking kind of off earlier is reasonable, especially while school is still going on. That's what it is.
But here's the deal. In the court of neighborly relations, a little bit of humor can sometimes be the secret ingredient to diffusing the brightly lit situation, if you will.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, and may your nights be silent and your lights be dimmed, just enough for the sugar plum dreams for your kids, I guess. But yeah, that's what I would do. I'd walk over and offer a little bit of humor and just say, "Hey, listen, here's I get it. I love Christmas too. We have lights up, but you know, my kids, the stuff's shining right in their bedroom. We put blinds up. It doesn't seem to, can you help me out here? Can we come to some kind of happy medium?" That's what I would do, or just, I don't know if you've seen that house that's next to the one that has lights all over the place, like the one pictured on the scron, and the house next door just has the words "ditto" written out.
That'd be awesome.
And the arrow pointing at the next house.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that is my verdict, and that is Man Court tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Before we jump into the next segment, I didn't have nothing for Red Flag. There's nothing really going on. So I got a commercial to fill the spot.
Okay.
So we'll watch that.
Yep.
As a professional quarterback, I get a lot of shit.
Indecisiveness in the red zone. Most overrated quarterback.
Got more turnovers than a bake sale!
And I get it. When you're not a fan of something, shitting on it can make you feel good. But what if I told you that now it can do some good too? Let me show you how. First, if you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor about getting screened for colon cancer. Then, if you're prescribed a home screening kit like this, grab the sample collection container and place a sticker of something you want to shit on right on the underside. Not a fan of marine life? Slap it on. Have issues with old-timey prospectors? Boom. It works with anything from colors to large American predatory birds. Then, follow the instructions on collecting and shipping your sample.
Here we go!
And in about 2 weeks, you'll have the results. It's that easy to get screened for colon cancer and make your feelings abundantly clear. So talk to your doctor today.
Home screening kits like Cologuard are for people 45 or older of average risk, not for high-risk people like Dak. Dak actually wouldn't use a home test kit, but he's so committed to preventing people from getting colon cancer that he agreed to star in this video we wrote for him without any concern for his safety. I definitely deserve that. Visit leadfrombehind.org to get more information and some stickers we made.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men Podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
All right, Red Foreman Awards. Tonight we hand out the Red Foremans to the biggest dolts, morons, idiots on the planet each week. And, well,
Your face kills
we
me.
do that because they deserve it. So tonight, our very first Red Foreman Award winner is, and the envelope please, Michael Gordon of St. Petersburg, Florida, who just got arrested wearing a just got out of prison t-shirt. He got put away again on Sunday after police popped him for allegedly getting into someone else's car and stealing a wallet. Michael Gordon, 46, got into deeper trouble after refusing to identify himself to cops who were asking about the break-in, but his prints were run through, and a portable scanner picked up Gordon. He was identified that way. He was connected to a man who was convicted in late July for trespassing after he tried to break into a van in St. Petersburg, hence the I just got out of prison t-shirt. Pleaded no contest on Wednesday and, spent a couple of days in custody, $500 fine. But not all is bad, Mr. Gordon. You do have yourself a Red Foreman this week.
Dumbass.
Next up, Rosemary Hain of Parma, Ohio. Now, that name may be familiar to you. You may remember that. She's the woman who threw food at an employee, at a Chipotle employee.
Oh, yeah. We
Remember
covered
that? I think we covered that. Yeah. She got her sentence this past week, and it's something out of a sitcom. She has been given the option to have her punishment reduced if she agrees to work 20 hours a week at the fast food chain for 2 months.
Karma.
Yeah, the video that was captured by witnesses shows Rosemary slamming her order down on the counter while shouting at the 17-year-old worker before tossing the food directly into the young employee's face. Hain was initially ordered to pay a fine and serve 180 days in jail, with 90 days of that suspended. However, the judge offered to shave a little more off her jail time if Hain agreed to sling food at the restaurant, thus reducing her time in jail to 60 days. The burrito brawler has accepted the offer, apologized to the young woman who she assaulted at Chipotle, but enjoy that time behind the counter, and enjoy your Red Foreman Award.
Dumbass.
Back to the home of the Red Foreman Hall of Fame, Florida. Our last award goes to 61-year-old Ray Allen, who was arrested for throwing sausages at his wife.
What's up with throwing food?
He's been issued a no-contact order with his wife, and he was arrested for allegedly hitting her in the face when he threw a sausage at her. Now, look, I've been accused of using the old, hey, honey, but that's not what was going on here. After a verbal altercation, Ray did what you or I would do in that situation, and allegedly threw the meat at his 64-year-old partner. Yeah, no, you wouldn't do that either.
No, especially sausages.
EMS workers respond to the couple say, you wouldn't do it just because you were like, hey, I want to eat that later. EMS workers responded to the couple's house, washed the victim's eye out with saline solution. Allen was arrested for domestic battery. Okay, so we got to wash the lady's eye out with saline solution because she got hit with a sausage. Come on.
The first time.
Yeah, we're acting it up a little bit here, but nonetheless, arrested for domestic violence, released the next day, pleaded not guilty to the misdemeanor charge. He's barred from contacting the victim for the time being, and from making sausage sandwiches. That
dumbass. You dumbass.
That's the Red Foreman Awards tonight. on the Alpha Men podcast.
Alpha Men Podcast is proudly presented by Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat their customers, like family. Check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook and become part of the Ohana family. Awesome card breaks from football, baseball, basketball, and so much more. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. That's OHANA Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards.
One.
It's time for a segment we called Your Team Sucks, the Alpha Men on Sports. And, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the biggest story of the week and, well, quite honestly, the biggest paycheck of ever.
$700 million.
Dual threat, Shohei Ohtani, not going to have to move. He's staying in Los Angeles. Just not with the Angels over the weekend. He ain't to deal with the Dodgers. That'll have him playing there for a decade, pulling in, I can't even say it, $700 million. Not only
so
is
I
this,
got a breakdown of it after you're done.
Yeah, not only is this the largest contract in Major League Baseball history, it's the largest contract in American sports, period. It beats the previous record, Mike Trout, by over $250 million.
That's insane.
And there are no opt-outs in the deal. The majority of it will be deferred in order to mitigate what the Dodgers are charged towards their competitive balance tax on a yearly basis, which gives them more freedom to add to their payroll over the life of Ohtani's contract. But $700 million.
So he's going to make $70 million per year.
Yeah,
that's $1.35 million per week. I'm trying to find the rest of it. $70 million. Oh, so that's $191,780 per day he is making.
That's
and then
great.
that's $133.18 per minute. And he's making $2.21 per second all year.
Wow.
Isn't that freaking insane? That is money.
It's crazy.
Hey, he's good. They say he's the next Babe Ruth. I mean, he's pitching, hitting. He's fast. He's great with the ball.
Well, he's dual threat. I mean, I don't think there's any debate on whether he's the best player in baseball right now. He certainly is. But $700 million. I mean, look, when Mike Trout got paid, $450 million, everybody was like, "Whoa, $450 million, $700 million." That's crazy.
10 years after contract. Yeah, that sounds right, William.
Yeah. Anyway,
he's just
going into Saturday night's ceremony. The odds of LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels were set at minus 1,400. With that in mind, it was a shock to no one to see Daniels walk away with the Heisman Trophy this past weekend. 4,900 yards for the Tigers, 3,800 yards passing, 1,100 yards with his feet. In addition, he was able to notch 50 touchdowns for the Tigers. Just incredible. And
they say he's going to be a big threat.
Patriots already looking at him. So, that's all there is to it. Meanwhile, a related story in college football, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is finding a way to stick his nose into the college football national championship snubbing that the Florida State Seminoles got. After FSU was left out of the CFP mix, DeSantis vowed he will put aside $1 million in state funds and let the chips fall where they may. The money will reportedly go towards any litigation that may come as a result of this really, really poor decision, he says, by the college football playoff decision makers. And $1 million of taxpayer funds to sue college football on behalf of the Florida State Seminoles.
I don't think you should be using government money for college disputes.
Then there's the conspiracy theory floated by Dan Patrick. He says the committee made their decision in no small part due to the Michigan sign stealing controversy, and pitting them against Alabama would be another form of punishment, as they on paper would be tougher, would be a tougher matchup for the Wolverines to contend with. There's nothing to back that up, mind you. That's just what makes a great conspiracy theory.
Okay. Because he said the same thing about the Eagles and Cowboys game.
Okay, I guess the time has come.
For what?
No, you want to talk some trash? We'll talk some trash.
I don't talk trash. You're just going to ramble on and ramble on. So here we go.
No,
I'm ready. Can you see your screen? You said you had a problem seeing your screen.
No, I can't. I can't.
So
I
I'll
can't
paint
see
you
it
a
all.
picture.
Yeah.
There's a picture of you behind the green.
Uh-huh.
And there's a picture of me behind the gray of the Cowboys with trash talk in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Hey, your wife says, good one, John, by the way. I am so proud of you.
It'd be nice if she said that to me once in a while. But, yeah. Anyway.
No. I mean, look at me. I look great. So where do you want to start with your trash talk ramble?
Look.
First thing.
You guys have gone off the wall, over the top. Dak's the MVP. We're going to the Super Bowl. Yada, 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 yada.
I haven't said those words yet.
You beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Who?
At home. At home.
By the way, we're...
it's not a playoff game.
Yeah.
It's one win. The Eagles
I've listened to you for weeks.
Clearly had a bad game. You did not sweep Philadelphia this year, which means Philadelphia has already beaten you. So what we essentially did is what we do every year.
We lose 1 to 2 games a year.
No. What we did is what we do every year. You win one, we win one.
You can't see any of these comments, guys.
I can't see anything. I've got an issue going on.
So your wife says, okay, I'm gonna put it up there. Your wife does say, I am proud of you too, TJ, just not your team.
Yeah, okay, great. It's wonderful.
And
she's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Hey, she's getting hurt though.
She's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Ooh.
Steelers got beat by the Patriots this past week.
Haley jumped in, says, William, better watch what you say.
Huh?
William, or Haley says to William, you better watch what you say or no chili for you tonight. So
there you go. There you go. So exactly. People get on me. There's a really good friend of mine by the name, a really, really good friend of mine. His name's Tom Coulter.
Oh, I love Tom. Tom and I talked on Sunday.
And Tom gets all over me.
Because you're mean. Because you're an asshole.
No, what you don't get is my whole persona is a parody. It's a parody of Dallas Cowboy fans.
I know,
and it's not.
Listen to
and
it.
Here's the deal: you go, well, I don't do that. I haven't said that. I don't do that. You did.
Today.
You used to. You still do on occasion, but it's not always all about you. There are others who just like this team. This America's team.
It is.
Oh my God! Shut up! You haven't won anything in 30 years. 30 years.
You haven't beat us at home.
Irrelevant. You've been irrelevant. And look, you played well.
Now we're coming back. Now we're doing decent.
Well.
Now we're doing decent. I'm not saying really great.
Okay, but everybody's like, oh, well, you do the same thing. I've never once brought up the Super Bowl. Never once. I have not talked about the Super Bowl. Not once.
I mean, I kick out more points than you just did. Yeah, I kick it.
We got a pretty good kicker too.
Yeah,
kicks 60-yard field goals too.
Not as good as ours. Ours hasn't missed one.
Ours isn't either this season. Ours hasn't either.
Yeah,
hasn't missed.
Kids,
59 yards, 60 yards.
Come from a
hasn't
Patriots fan.
missed. Okay? So here's the deal.
I mean, he lost the ball on the 20-yard line. He lost the ball on the 37-yard line. He lost the ball.
Right. And it wasn't an interception.
No, he fumbled. You guys have
Okay.
butter hands.
No, but the catch was clearly made. Okay? The catch was clearly made. It wasn't
Not
an
too from
interception.
Dak.
It was a pop. It was a strip. Your defense played well, John. Okay?
Yeah, they did.
But when you turn the ball over on 3 scoring drives, almost automatic scoring drives, clearly moving the ball headed for the end zone, and you turn the ball over like that,
Yep.
you're going to lose. We lost.
So
right?
right now we're sitting number 1 NFC East.
Yeah, for this week. For this week.
So this is my week to gloat.
You certainly can gloat.
And
you can still gloat. Guess what? Philadelphia Eagles are still going to win the division. They're still going to win because they got the Giants and the Commanders and the Seahawks to play, and that's it. You got your schedules. We've already played all our hard teams. We're going to win out.
So you're playing
Philadelphia will win.
What do you call it? You
Huh?
call it playing the Pop Warner teams?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
every wins is no big deal. I lost to the
but
Cardinals.
it
Yeah,
is
I
a
know.
big deal. It is a big deal, John. Why is it a big deal?
Yeah, why?
Because at 11 games in week 12 of the NFL, we were 2 games ahead of everyone else.
Not anymore.
And we were playing our tough teams. Okay? We weren't playing our New York Giants.
How many weeks are left in the season? Just regular season.
4.
4. So Dak has 6 interceptions.
Yeah. He will get to 8 by the end of the season.
No, it's 10. I have the first episode. We can bring it up anytime.
He'll get to 10. He'll get there.
If he gets 10 by before the end of the season, you know what happens. You're eating spam.
Enlighten me.
You're eating spam.
No, I'm not eating spam.
We have it on video.
I did not say I would eat spam.
Anybody else who watch the first couple?
I did not say I would
Dak,
eat spam.
word for word, I'm going to pull it up and find it. But you said word for word. If Dak gets 10 interceptions this season,
did not say that. There's no way I said that.
he will get 10 interceptions.
Because I can't even think about it.
You're eating spam, buddy. That was the bet.
No,
that was the deal.
It was not.
I'm going to find it.
There's no way I agreed to that.
Yes, he did. See, Cloud said yes, he did.
No, I'm going to believe him.
I'm going to find it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I know you did. It was one of the first 2 episodes, 2 or 3, and you said
Listen, here's the deal: the Dallas Cowboys, have been irrelevant for 30 years,
and the Eagles were relevant 50 years before that.
No,
60
they
years.
weren't. No, they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't. Because if you're going to go all the way back in time so that you can count your ancient ass artifact freaking rings, one that you need a paleontologist to dig up just to count, then I can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So if you're going to count all of that crap, then you have 5 NFL championships and I have 4.
Okay. Not
okay?
Bowl, but okay.
No. World championships.
Cottage cheese.
Okay?
I love your wife. Your wife's like cottage cheese instead of spam.
Yeah.
You don't like cottage cheese? Is that worse?
Anyway.
She knows how you're mean to me. So this is her.
Oh, yeah, and you're not mean to me.
I am this week.
Yeah. Okay. No, you are every week. Okay.
Oh. But hey, let's get over this because we're gonna go back and forth for 4 hours. I do have one more message though. It's actually from somebody that you like.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it.
I can't.
But you will see it later, okay?
Give it to me, give it to me.
What?
I don't want to see Scooter Magruder. I really don't. I really don't care.
That was Scooter for you.
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
All right, let's get into your picks of football.
All righty.
Right.
Week 14, the NFL. Week 15, sorry.
Hold on.
Give it to me, give it to me.
Sorry, wrong button. There you go, wrong button.
Yeah. Los Angeles Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders. That is Thursday night this week. And look, here's the deal. The loser of this game it takes over sole possession of last place in the AFC West.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday night game, right? I mean, we don't get anybody good playing on Thursday nights. So, both these teams suck. I'm going to go Chargers 21, Raiders 17. Why? I have no idea. It's a toss-up, really. They both suck. I think the Chargers have been able to put together some scoring drives at least.
Last week they had a really rough game.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Minnesota Vikings, Cincinnati Bengals this week. Jake Browning really kind of given the Bengals new life after the injury to Joe Burrow. 77 for 120, 77 for 102, 924 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think the Bengals win this, believe it or not, and beat the Vikes 24-16. Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts. Both these teams fighting for the playoffs. Pittsburgh has been off since Thursday after their loss to the lowly Patriots. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be Steelers 23, Colts 20.
See, they're both. It's the Chargers game.
It is. It's a rough one to call.
I'm gonna call.
I think Pittsburgh has enough gumption. Kenny Pickett is not the answer in Pittsburgh, obviously, but after losing to the Patriots, is there a team in the NFL right now who you would be more embarrassed to have to lose to than the New England Patriots? Maybe the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. Would
Okay.
it be like 1-6 or something?
Yeah. Okay. So I think the Steelers come back and I think they do enough. 3-point game, 23-20 Steelers. Denver Broncos, Detroit Lions. Oh, man, this is a head scratcher. The Broncos have won 6 of the last 7 games.
Yeah.
The Lions lost last week. It's in Detroit. I think the Lions win this one 27-20. I think they slow Denver down. But they did get embarrassed last week. They certainly did. Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers. The Panthers may not win again this season for the rest of the season. I mean, it is a nightmare season in Carolina.
Yeah, very. They're going to lose their... I think the whole coaching staff's going to be over.
Oh, I'm surprised they're still there. I'm surprised they haven't fired them yet. Yeah. Falcons 24, Panthers 10. Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns. Here's the deal. The Bears shocked everybody last week.
They did.
And Cleveland has been playing well, too. The Bears playing better. Cleveland 6-1 at home. They may have found something with Joe Flacco coming into quarterback, believe it or not. Joe Flacco is like 1,000 years old. I'm going to go with the Browns. Browns 20, Bears 17. All right. Pretty evenly matched game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Green Bay Packers. Packers are better on the road. Packers are better at home than they are on the road. This game's at Lambeau. Packers 27, Bucks 17.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
New York Jets, Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
3 minutes
Zach Wilson
left.
and the Jets exploded for 30 points against the Texans.
You saw what happened the other day with them, right?
Yeah.
3 minutes left. They fucking blew a lead like that.
Yeah. Look, this past week, Zach Wilson and the Jets put 30 on the board. I mean, they exploded. But I don't think they can win a shootout with the Dolphins.
No, the Titans did. So
I'm going to go Dolphins 30, Jets 20. New York Giants, New Orleans Saints.
It's a train wreck.
Look, I mean, this game does have implications for the Saints. They're fighting for the NFC North title. They're going to win this game. Saints over the Giants 20-17. Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. The Texans have a great chance to bounce back from their loss to the Jets here. Texans 24, Titans 10.
I'm going to go with Titans taking that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel Titans, after that win last week, they got a little more oomph in their step.
Kansas City Chiefs at the New England Patriots. If you don't know who's going to win this game, you need to hit yourself in the head with a tack hammer right now. All right.
Well, I mean, Mahomes is in shambles.
No, my auto's in shambles. It's
Why? What's wrong with the audio?
Mahomes and my auto.
Oh.
Anyway, no. Here's the deal. Big story. Andy Reid, former coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, Patrick Mahomes, beside themselves over that call at the end of that game. It was the right call. It was the right call. And in fact, it's the same call that denied the Philadelphia Eagles a Super Bowl win.
Oh.
Very same call. I almost had to do a spit take when I saw Mahomes whining on the sideline. So, look, every week, whether you're a Cowboys fan, an Eagles fan, a 40 Winers fan, whether you're a Chiefs fan, every week, the refs.
There is something going on with the refs, though, man.
Dude, every game has blown calls.
They do.
Every game has things they could call that they don't call.
So
every game. If you watched, well, you just went. Didn't you just go to see Carolina play
the Cowboys?
The Cowboys, dude. If you're at the stadium, they hold every play. They do. There's holding every single play.
So
right?
The NASCAR, we have the Pro Trailer.
Yeah.
Which is our AI officiating system. That's why there's not officials on every pit stall anymore. It's every third pit stall there's an official.
Right.
If we keep bitching as fans of football, they're gonna implement the Hawkeye system, which NASCAR has, and they can do that easily.
I'm so tired. And look, you're not. I mean, even if it benefits or doesn't benefit my team or your team, stop it with the ref stuff. Just stop.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though? People are going to complain so much.
Here's the thing. If your team is in the position where one call changes the complexity of the game and loses it for them, well, they shouldn't have been in that position in the first place.
I agree with you. You know what I'm saying, though, with the AI system?
Yeah.
They could do that in the NFL easily. They've already tested it.
I know. Yeah.
They can see holdings. The only thing they won't be able to see is a pile of people.
Yeah. Well, they're going to ban the brotherly shove, which
you guys did that once?
The brotherly shove?
Yeah, on Sunday or Sunday night.
Yeah, I did it a couple times.
I figured you guys would do a lot more, but they only did like once, I thought.
Yeah, well,
so they worked. They got through.
We were too busy turning the ball over. I mean,
I didn't say nothing.
That's the reality. I said it. Hey, look, I'm the first to admit.
You were pretty quiet. No, Facebook was nice. It was quiet.
Because my phone was blowing up, dude. It wasn't just you. There was stuff coming from all over the place. I turned the volume down on my phone and I just watched the game. I don't get to sit there and hold court with every troll that's trying to yank my.
If your team was winning, you would have been.
There's a difference. Here's the deal. There's a difference in what I do and what other people do.
Oh.
Okay. What I do, I'm not going to apologize for cheerleading for my team.
No.
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm going to post stuff in support of the Eagles. Now, if you're an Eagles fan, the biggest rivalry in sports is Philadelphia-Dallas. And for folks that don't understand that rivalry,
I still think it's 49ers.
I don't know. I don't.
Dallas.
I don't. For the people
But
who
it's more
don't
close.
understand that rivalry, it seems crass and everything else. But it is so charged and so over the top all the time that it is what it is. So I'm not going to apologize for cheerleading for my team or dumping on the Cowboys, but you will never hear me say, "This is our year. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl." I don't do that. You know why I don't do that? I don't do that because we play 1 week at a time. We play one game at a time. That's it. You never know what is going to happen a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the road. You don't know what injuries are coming. You don't know who you're going to lose. You don't know. I mean, you don't know any of that. And for everybody who's saying, the 49ers, they got it locked up, man. 49ers, they're going all. You have no idea what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks. You remember a playoff game where Philadelphia took out 3 quarterbacks?
No.
It happened last year.
I know.
All right? So you have no idea what's going to happen. And that's the bottom line. So do I think, just on the basis of looking at schedules, that Philadelphia is going to win out and win the division? Yes, I do. But that's not a given. That's what I hope happens. It's what likely will happen. Because the Cowboys suck. And they have a tougher remaining schedule. And I really do believe you're going to drop 1 or 2 of those games. Just like we knew. We knew the gauntlet was coming. We knew. When you look at over the last 20 days who we've played. We played 4 games in 20 days against 2 teams that had 10 days worth of rest in the middle of it. And we played the Bills, Dallas, the 49ers, and or the Bills, Dallas, the Chiefs, and who else? I don't know. All teams that are vying for the number 1 seed. Okay? And 2 of the teams had 10 days of rest. And the other teams played Thursday night the week before, so had a mini bye. So we knew in that stretch we were going to lose a game or 2, and we did. So that's the way that it goes. All right, let's keep going here. San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. Do we really need to talk about this? They've won 5 straight, 49ers. They look unstoppable. Arizona is going to put up some points with Kyler Murray, but it's not going to be enough to.
They're going to win. The Cardinals.
Huh? Cardinals are going to win? You're calling
Yep.
Cardinals are going to win?
Yep.
I don't think so.
I'll eat spam.
49. You can go right ahead. 49ers 30, Cardinals 21. That's my call. Washington Commanders, Los Angeles Rams. Rams 3-game win streak ended with an OT loss at Baltimore.
Yeah.
They're going to start another win streak at home, though, against Washington. Rams 31, Commanders 14. And then we have Dallas Cowboys at the Buffalo Bills. Cowboys have been unstoppable at home. 3-3 on the road.
Yep.
Buffalo has to win this game to help its playoff chances. Upset special. Bills win this one. 31, Cowboys 28. There's your first loss. All right. Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jags. Ravens 5-1 on the road this season. Got kind of humiliated last week.
I'm taking the Jags just because of that.
I'm going to go Ravens 21, Jags 17. And then Monday Night Football. Philadelphia Eagles, Seattle Seahawks. Eagles lost 2 straight. There's no way that they'll lose 3 straight.
Can you say that again slowly?
The Eagles have lost 2 straight.
Thank you.
But also went 10-1 2 seasons in a row.
Oh, that's old news.
And
that's
went to the Super Bowl last. Oh, old news? Old news. Is it really old news? Why don't you tell me about your 5 freaking rings again? Old news. Get bent. Philadelphia Eagles.
He's so
Seattle
salty.
Seahawks.
That's the best part about this.
It's going to come down to the wire. Philly's going to pull it out. Philly 28, Seahawks 20.
Seahawks all the way, baby.
Yeah, right. That's Pigskin Picks this week on the Alphaman podcast.
Got tired all of a sudden.
I still can't see. All right, real or fake news. You know how this works. I'm going to give you 3 headlines. John, your job is to pick the story that's real. 2 of these headlines are fake. 1 of them is real. Here are your headlines tonight. Politician who was uncomfortable voting for himself loses by 1 vote. Politician who was uncomfortable voting for himself loses by 1 vote. Study finds orange juice may keep women's hair from turning gray. Study finds orange juice may keep women's hair from turning gray. And finally, puppy born with 3 working eyeballs named Trio. Puppy born with 3 working eyeballs named Trio. Those are your headlines, John. Which story is real out of those 3 headlines, and which ones are fake?
They all sound believable. Oh.
Hello?
I'm here. We're still here. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the orange juice one.
You're gonna go with orange juice.
Because they all sound real. But I'm gonna go to orange juice. It seems like it's something to be true.
Damn. Sorry. So close. A Washington State man who was running for city council recently lost his campaign due to modesty. Damian Green, 40, was running for a seat on the Rainier Council, but lost his opportunity by a single vote because he didn't feel comfortable voting for himself.
Why the hell?
Turns out of the 555 ballots, the 33-year-old landfill manager Ryan Roth was declared the winner by a vote of 247 to 246. Green insists he doesn't regret his decision to abstain from the vote, calling the alternative narcissistic. However, he admits that it proved a very important point when it comes to elections. Your vote does count. He says it does matter. And well, look,
damn,
if you're going to run for office and you're taking it seriously enough that you're going to go, yeah, I'm going to get into local government and run for office. Vote for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why can't you vote for yourself?
Wow. I mean, must have stung when they called him or whatever. Hey, buddy, you lost by 1. In the back of your head, you're like, crap. Oh, man.
That is real or fake news tonight on the Alpha Men podcast. And listen, get to parting thoughts. I still cannot see the screen, so
I'll tell you just tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. We ready to go?
It's coming up in 3, 2, 1, go. Year in review.
You know, I appreciate a holiday card in the mail. But the holiday family letter, ain't nobody got time for that. Look, the overtly honest letter about your family over the past year is worse than airing all your dirty laundry on Facebook. I mean, it really is. And I get it. I'm from a small town where everybody knows everybody's business, but 2 pages? Come on. And no one needs to know that your crazy Uncle Louie got arrested for soliciting a male prostitute. Okay? All right? Or that Larry continues to work through his meth addiction and legal problems. Okay? Just nobody needs to know that. We don't need to know that your son's wife cheated on him and he moved to Kansas to be a single parent. Really? Nice card. Merry Christmas from the Griswolds. It's enough.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's a parting thought tonight. I hate when people send the Christmas letter like I don't.
I haven't seen a Christmas letter. I think that's more a your generation thing.
Oh, I don't like I got time to read your 2-page Christmas letter. So
I guess I just don't remember ever seeing one when I was growing up.
oh,
I know what you're talking about. I've heard people talk about them.
they're awful. And some people like have no idea what they should put in them and what they shouldn't put in them. You know, Uncle Louie got arrested for soliciting a male prostitute.
We should make one for end of the year.
Yeah, we should.
The Alpha Men year in review.
That is going to do it. Another Alpha Men podcast episode in the books. And we will be back again next Tuesday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will see you then. Till then, go Birds.
Here we go.